Hello everyone, this is Crafting Reviews with HYYY, and I did that wrong. HYRR. Have you read reviews? So today we are working on bookmarks still. I say still because there's another video about the review for Blackout Girl. But today, right now, at this moment, we're going to talk about The Devil's Deal by Layla Fae. So let me start out by saying I really do enjoy Layla Fae's books. She is one of my want-to-read everything authors. And I've read a good percentage of her books. That's how much I like them. I own e-copies of them, so I don't have anything to show in this one. But it's okay, because there's a really good deal. So let's talk about The Devil's Deal. When you get into it, it's talking about triggers and dark romance, and honestly, it made me realize how dark of things I actually do read. Because I'm not gonna lie, this it was a great book. Gave it 8 out of 10, 4 stars. But I was just like, oh, this is not as dark as I expected. Nothing against Leia. So let's talk about this. What is the Devil's Deal? The Devil's Deal is obviously about a deal with the devil. But it's set in like a medieval-ish time where basically what happens is you have this healer who, think about the healer, they call her the Watcher, but it's kind of like a white witch, medieval healer and town doctor, but also herbalist. So already you got somebody who has many hands in this circle. Well, they do this thing every year, and this is not a spoiler. This is within the first couple chapters, if not the first chapter. I'm not sure. So basically, they have this giant bonfire, and the thing is, you're supposed to have like this chosen maiden. Warning, if somebody reads this, do not put honey in your hoo-ha. Okay? This is in this book. This is relevant to the story. Just don't do it. It's a bad idea. No. I just had to get that out there, guys. So yeah, they do that on this night. And it's the maidens. So basically what it is think like the Bachelorette, oh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Orgy? Yeah. So you go out and they have these hair things. I forgot the name of them. It's a band that you put on your head and it has flowers and it's braided. It's like the princess thing. So they have those. They put them on. They throw them into the river. The men are supposed to go try and find them, bring them back, and he gets that lady for the night, which ends up becoming marriage in the morning. But one big thing, the fire. So every female every year has to walk up to this fire, and if it goes whoosh, she's a witch. They kill her. If it doesn't, she's fine. She's safe. She gets married, except for Jaga. I'm not sure I'm pronouncing that right, but that is what I called her in my head this entire time. There we go. So, Jaga, because she has this... something on her changed when she was 12. So the entire village thinks that she's a witch because of it, even though the fire never goes off. So she's like, okay, cool, I'm secluded, but I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to make my own little head thingy. We're like, cool, go Jaga, good. Except there's this thing. So off to the side by the river, they have these 3 like rings. I'm not sure if the rings are actually fire or if it's rings around a fire. Either way, they go and make this up every year in case one of their gods, or all 3 of their gods, there's way more than 3, so they can have up to 3, decide to join them for their festivities. Yeah, somebody does. 3 people exactly. I'm not going to tell you all the 3 people because that's a spoiler. So obviously the village is really mean to Jaga. And without saying how it happened, it was the villagers' fault. Yeah, she ends up becoming a little too comfortable with the devil. I mean, it's not going where you think it's going, but it is going where you think it's going, so yeah. So, this sets off a whole bunch of things. And because she was classified as a witch in the book, she was basically shunned, but she wasn't really shunned. But then when her mentor died, where she was supposed to take over as the Watcher, yeah, no, they brought in someone else, so she was replaced. That lady, I don't like that lady. I do feel like in the story later on she got her just deserves. But, yeah. So, throughout the story, Jaga does some things to help her reclaim her position in the village, which she feels is her rightful place because she's been training for it her entire life, and that is her village. Okay, I mean, I can't argue with that. Like, yeah, you were literally trained your entire life to take over this. So, while she's doing that, the devil wants her. Like, he wants to make a deal. He wants to own her. Yeah. So that doesn't go well for our extremely strong-headed, bullish main female character. She's like, yeah, no, never gonna happen. But then she's also drawn to him. And there's these things that keep bringing them back together. Now, given some of those things, he actually makes himself. He's also, I think it's called the antagonist. Either way, he is antagonizing her. So, I thought this was upside down. He just does every single thing wrong. Like, what you don't do. And he's not understanding why... I dropped a sticker. He can't force her to go and let him own her. Like, seriously, you can't... You don't... So, some things happen in the story. And it ends up becoming a slow burn fight back and forth. He said, she said, he did, she did. Our main... That sounds weird. Oh. Sorry, the laminator was making a squeaky sound and that's not good. Yeah, so she ends up being put in a position where she ends up having to give in because there's no choice, which obviously, if this is a 3-book series, something happens for her to give in, right? That's common sense. So I'm not going to tell you what that is, by the way. So the whole time I'm like, ooh, oh, yeah, ooh, oh. Because it's a slow burn, and you're expecting them to do, you know, the spicy and make it a dark romance. And it's like, it's dark, but it's not dark, which was fine. I don't have an issue with that. I really did enjoy the story. But with all the trigger warnings and everything, because there's child loss, there's death, there's graphic murder, there's... It's a slow burn, so, you know, there's spicy scenes. And I'm like, I went in expecting kind of more like a, I guess more like Haunting Natalie kind of darkness. But Layla Fae just really honestly made a great book. Like, I do want to buy all 3 books, and I kind of don't want to read the second book until I have it in my hands, not online. But these are also really, really big books, you guys. It was glorious. It was 600 pages. And I think the other 2 are about the same. So either way, I finished The Devil's Deal. It was amazing. I really liked it. Did not change me wanting to read Layla Fae's books at all, except that I might have immediately put the other one in my cart. But in my defense, I was kind of rooting for the devil. I mean, I see where he's coming from, and I know there's a lot more to his logic than what we know, but he did it wrong. So, yeah. I can't wait to see how this one goes. Plus, she has a secret at the end, which honestly, it kind of hints towards it while you're reading the book, but you don't actually find out about it until the very end when he does something and then she tells him that basically it didn't work. I dropped more stuff. And then he's like, what do you mean it didn't work? And then suddenly she's just doing her thing and we're sitting here like, huh? So, I mean, it's just... It was really good. But please don't take my word for it. I know her books are on Kindle Unlimited. You can buy them on Amazon, both the paperback, I thought I tore that again, paperback or ebooks, depending on what you like. And honestly, you guys, it's worth it. I haven't done the videos yet, but I will also be doing videos on her Monster Arranged Marriage series, which is what led me to The Devil's Deal. And I don't think book 3 has come out yet, but she said it was coming out during Winter Solace, if my memory is serving correct. It was very late at night. So it's actually funny because the first one came out Summer Solace by accident. And then the second one came out at Winter Solace by accident. So maybe, like, it was at the end. I don't know. You know what I do know? If you read the book, at the very end, it will go and tell you. So go check it out. See why I gave it an 8 out of 10. See why I keep reading all of her books. Also, she's on my Instagram. Wink, wink. Go. Try it now. We're getting into the winter season. Our TBRs are not long enough. Go get it. Go read it. Enjoy.